Lord El Cantare, Master Ryuho Okawa, thank you very much for giving us another day with new life, for our spiritual growth and creating utopia on earth. With our sincere gratitude, let us recite the true words spoken by Buddha, prayer to the Lord, prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. The true words spoken by Buddha, Ryuho Okawa. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy, and Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven through the prism of Buddha. There appears the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and there appears Buddha land. Buddha land is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls rest in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is a symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it were not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock. And you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to punt in the stream. Then you can change your course. The true words mean the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now, here, listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have 3 aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by. Yet still, your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is a reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both are children of Buddha and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is the eternal law, which translates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite sad people to Buddha land. Now here I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. That world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas. believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the lighter bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep light mind, and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we bow to do so. Prayer to the Lord. Our Lord Elcantare, you are the source of all light, all power, all wisdom, and all love. May you give us light, give us power, give us wisdom, and give us love. O Lord, our Father, please protect this planet of love Earth. Protect us from all evil and open a future for us. O Lord, thank you for giving us light. We give thanks from the bottom of our hearts. Prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. My guardian and guiding spirits, deep inside of me, you are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day, may you help me develop my soul and define my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the light path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this, I give my thanks. Now we will have some time to dedicate our deepest gratitude to the Lord. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming today. I would like to talk about this theme today: Awaken to your mission with the spirits of I Can. By the way, have you guys ever thought about you have a mission? Or have you been thinking that you don't have a mission? First of all, I have to tell you guys this something. Every single person has a mission. It's a 100. It's a 120%. So, Master say in this book, how will you live your life? How will you live your life in Japanese? Rather than saying that a person's missions is fated or predetermined, we need to consider that the moment you think about it is the beginning of your mission. A mission is not something that is given to you, but rather something that you have to find out for yourself. Some people have to keep digging to find it, but everyone has a mission. Of course, and the way in which the mission comes out is different. But at the bottom of it all, the missions are all connected. In the end, it is a mission that says, I must contribute to the happiness of humanity in some way to the extent that I can. Everyone has this mission. There is no one who does not have a mission. Yes, in this context, Master defines mission as making or contribute to the happiness of humanity. You will have to know the definition of mission is to make people happier and not just only to make just only yourself happier. And also you have to take this fact. People who think I don't have a mission or I don't have purpose to be born on this earth will never realize or recognize your mission, their mission. So today, so that you can awaken to your mission, I'm going to tell you guys 3 important points. The first thing is do not limit yourself. Then second is the having the spirits of I can. The third is God helps those who help themselves. Okay? All right, first thing is do not limit yourself. Master say about self-limited in this book, Invincible Thinking. Master say like this. Take a moment and contemplate the possibility that you are the one limiting your potential and capabilities. Are you letting past failures take over your life? Do you have a fixed image of who you are or what kind of person you should be? You will become the person you think you are. So you need to remove your self-imposed limitations and keep believing in the person you want to become. You are what you think is the eternal truth. As I have often said, our thoughts are very powerful. So to create our future, we should tap into our willpower much more than we do now. Yes. So, as Master said, when people hit the wall, or people sometimes set their own limits. So, but as Master said, you are what you think is an eternal truth. So what does it mean, or how can you say that? So it is because human beings are children of God. Human beings are children of God. And what we can say is that we have the same nature of God, who created the universe with God's thoughts, God's will, or that's the power of will, thoughts. Then we have same nature like that. Then other than the power of thoughts or will, as the same with God, we can find in yourself that you are smiling or giving gratitude to your parents, or some just picking up some trash on the road, or taking care of your parents or friends or your family. Then, for example, about self-limited, it's a bias to yourself, or assumption, or it's a sticking to common sense. So breaking it down, it means that, such as like, I cannot become a leader because I don't have such experience, or I don't cut out for doing speech in front of lots of people because I have failed a lot in the past. So such a way of thinking is self-limited. It's escaping from failures or the inexperienced things in the past or common sense. So first, please keep in your mind and please think about if you have such a way of thinking. Okay, this is first thing. The second is having the spirits of I can. Then if you do not limit yourself, how can you realize or recognize your mission? The trigger is having spirits of I can. Then Master say in this book, I can, when you confront difficulties, I first say I can. But when I found this simple truth that if people really believe and think as they use that phrase, I can, they can change their future. I myself changed myself by these words. When you confront difficulties, please say to yourself, I can, I can, I can. Never say, I cannot, I cannot. It leads to nowhere, and you cannot succeed in anything. In any case, when you confront difficulties, please say, I can. So, when people confront some difficulties, people sometimes try to find some excuses or reasons about why I cannot do this. So some excuses or reasons are like, yeah, I have been not clever since I was a little, or it's impossible for me, who has been always busy every day due to a lot of work. So as Master say, I cannot. It leads, I cannot. These words leads to nowhere, and you cannot succeed in anything. Then Master say, in any case, when you confront difficulties, please say I can. Just say I can. Firstly, I can, and then please think about that. So if you can say I can firstly, what would be changed? Or how kind of your action would be changed? That would be new yourself, that do not make excuse not to do, or do not escape from challenge, or do not afraid of failures in the past, or do not lose against, criticize from people, do not lose against common sense, and do not give up anymore. So your most changing mindset is to always think about how I can do it, not why I cannot. This is most changing our way of thinking. Okay, let me introduce one example that made impossible things possible. Okay, it's a story, or real story. In 1991, a huge typhoon hit Japan. It was large and a very strong typhoon with maximum wind speed to 50 meters per second. The typhoon hit a time when apple farmers were about to harvest their crops. But the typhoon caused apples to fall down from the trees before harvesting, just before harvesting. Then, and then 90%, it's 90% of the apple fell to the ground. The apples that fell to the ground were damaged and could not be sold. Then, apple farmers were troubled as the apple they had spent a year, 1 year, growing were instantly ruined. Then if you, yes, look at this. If you use common sense, you will think that they will lose income and they will have difficult year. But however, the apple farmers owners turned pinch into great opportunity with the idea. They sold the apple that fortunately didn't fall as apple that don't fall to student preparing for indoor exam as a lucky charm like this. So it became a hot topic of conversation in local and sold out in no time despite the higher price than normal price. So even though the situation looked hopeless to everyone, he came up with the idea from the spirit of I can and figure out how to sell the remainder of the apple. Then, as a result, he achieved great success. In this way, your mindset will determine whether you make it possible or impossible. This is really important things. Then, okay, last thing is third is God. Help those who help themselves. One of the characteristic in happy science teaching is self-help. So our teaching is not just only relying on outside help, because God helps those who help themselves. This is the truth. Then please think about it. Suppose you are spiritual guardian and guiding spirits, or suppose you are angel. Do you want to guide the people who do not have any effort or any motivation or any purpose? That's what it is. Then in divorce, what do you think about what kind of people you want to guide? So please think about it. If you can have the spirits of I can, you will become a successful person with lots of effort. Lots of effort. Then definitely spiritual guiding spirits will guide you to the way of success. But it has very important one conditions. That is, as I said firstly, whether your dream or purpose or effort is matched with God's mind or God's will. And it means that making people happier and happier. That love has to be included in it. Then, if so, you will be able to receive the soul's calling from heaven. Yes. So let me tell you one example of me. Yes. Actually, I am talking to you in English about happy science teaching, and but looking at this from me when I was elementary school or junior high school or high school student, it's unbelievable things for me, because at the time I could only say in English that yes, I like basketball, like this. So that's all. So when I was a student, I had been playing video games for up to 9 hours in a day. It's a crazy thing. So yeah, so and then my mother was like, "Oh, he's over, he's done, his life is over." So then, therefore, my classmates mocked me like this: "You are stupid, or you are little, and you are not good at speaking English. You are not good at playing basketball." So at the time, those experiences has taken uh, some confidence or the spirit of I can from me at the time. But knowing the truth, yes, meeting the happy science and knowing the truth that human beings are child of God, children of God, or people have definite in people have yeah people don't have impossible things. So yeah, people have indifferent possibility. Then I changed the mindset. I do not limit yourself, and I made a lot of effort, and I passed the enrolled high school exam. The the people around me always say it's impossible for you to pass it. And and also I like playing basketball and I like watching NBA. It's American basketball, so that that those things made me love English and culture other than Japanese. Then when I was a college student, I made a lot of efforts or just to study English in the early morning. Then getting up my score of English exam and getting confident in me little by little. Then Master has been preaching more than 3,000 times a lecture in around the world. Then Master in this Master's lecture, Master said, "Please spread this truth to the end of the world to make people happier." Master say, actually, when I heard some words, Master's words, it has it happened nothing. But getting confident in me little by little, and as I have the spirit of I can, when Master's words spread this truth to the end of the world, to make people happy, really, so very clearly, light from heaven came into my mind. Then it's a soul's calling. Then it's not once, it's so many times, every time when Master say these words. So this soul's calling made me think that this is my mission. So I think that was guidance from the heaven with me, or it's I having the spirit of I can. Then I am here to spread this truth to the world. The conclusion is that just simple matter of doing and doing three important things. Do not, so please keep it in your mind, do not limit yourself, and that you are children of God who created the universe with God's will, God's thoughts. Then, or if you are, whether your dream or effort or purpose is matched with God's will, you will be able to become or receive guidance from heaven. Even it's just, for example, even if it's a reading book, just read one chapter. Or giving gratitude for three things before you go to bed, or honestly praise your strengths. And right after waking up, saying to God, please, thank you very much for giving me another day. Or when you try to challenge, please say first, do not think, please say first, I can, 3 times. Actually, I think you can do it this. So those actions definitely will change your life, and you will be able to receive the guidance from heaven. It's a kind of soul schooling. Okay, this concludes Happy Science Morning Prayer. To be strong and brave, stay positive, powerful, and constructive. Have a nice day.